The two hearts connecting, the two hands making a heart, and the white heart. I'd say just like here, which was as close to a bob as I was ever willing to get. And looking back at that now, I absolutely hate it. I don't know what was going through my head. I don't know, like I know I failed science. It's got in brackets iron. So is it giving me the answer? Can I cheat and Google? Can I cheat and Google what it is? Because I don't know. I failed science. F.E. Hey people! So today's video, if you're not seen by today's title, I am going to be doing a Q&A, but pretty much this Q&A is just going to be me answering a bunch of random questions. And to be completely honest with you, I went to Google and I found about 20 questions, a bunch of 20 random questions I'm going to be answering in today's video. So without further ado, let's get on to today's video. I think it's choking it down out there because I can hear it. But we've got 20 questions to get through, so let's just start. So the first question says, if you could add one word to the dictionary, what would it be and what would it mean? Can you hear that rain? I think it's thundering. If I could add one word to the dictionary, what would I add and its meaning? Oh, there's a tricky one, that, because I don't want to say a word that's already in the dictionary. I have a lot of unique words that I say, but I can't really think of one on the spot right now. Trust it to be when I can't think of a word. Well, for tomatoes, I say tomatoes, but that I wouldn't have a meaning for it. So I guess maybe that word, but I really cannot think of anything, guys. I'm really stuck. If you guys know me personally and you guys know some of the words I say, please let me know in the comments. So that will be an answer for me. Gosh, that rain's well heavy. Question 2 says, if you had 25 hours in a day, how would you spend the extra hour? I'm not sure, to be honest, because if I'm like listening to music late at night, I then just carry it into when I go to bed. I listen to music for a little bit longer. I don't know. I guess maybe I'd like do more stuff in my day, but I'm not really sure. What would I do with my day? I reckon I'd just stay up longer. I would just, I guess, I reckon I'd do more in my day. I'd do more with the day. Question 3 says, what is your most used emoji? Okay, my most used emoji is the two hearts connecting, the two hands making a heart, and the white heart. I'd say, let's actually quickly double check real quick just to make sure what. Yep, I've got the white heart, the black heart. I used the birthday emoji because there's two people that I went to I know, one I went to school with, one I went to college with, which is their birthdays today. Laughing emoji, the light blue heart, the butterfly, the red heart, and the hands connecting. But I'd say I use the white heart and the hands connecting more. So those are the two most frequent emojis that I use. Can you hear that? I'm gonna put, because I noticed I pointed out something in my last video and you guys couldn't hear it because I made the music too loud. So I'm going to make the music quieter for this video so you guys can actually hear the things I'm trying to point out. Question 4 says, would you rather have the ability to fly or be able to turn invisible? I probably say turn invisible, because I don't really want to fly, even though that's probably a lot more beneficial because I wouldn't have to walk everywhere, which is good. But I feel like I'd like to be invisible, so I can like spy on people so they wouldn't know I'm there, or if I know like shit's about to go down, I just poof, disappear, you know? So I'd probably say go invisible. Question 5. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why? I definitely feel like I'd be a panda because pandas are massively clumsy. Actually, funny fact, me and my sister are both really, really clumsy people. So I feel like we'd both end up being pandas, which is kind of good because I mean we'd be related, so we are actually like meant to be related. But I would say I would probably be a panda because always falling over my feet, always hanging from things, not hanging from things, but I'm always testing my body's limits, which isn't probably the smartest thing, but I also could feel like maybe a monkey, maybe. I'd either say it's a toss-up between a panda and a monkey. So, what would you be? Let me know in the comments. Question 6. What's the worst hairstyle you've ever had? Not necessarily hairstyle, but haircut. I am never going back to having a bob. I had my hair just like here, which was as close to a bob as I was ever willing to get. And looking back at that now, I absolutely hate it. I don't know what was going through my head and why. I think because I do a lot of when I get I'm getting my hair cut again next week, or maybe the week after. Sometimes when I get my hair done, like I like to try new things with my hair. Like with my hair currently, I've got 2 shorter pieces. I don't know if there's like a way I can show you, but if there's a way I could show you, like, can you slightly see some of the shorter pieces? Well, maybe. Let me see. Not really, but you're just gonna have to trust me. I do have smaller pieces in my hair, and I just find that to be annoying now because obviously it's outgrowing, like it's growing, and it's stubborn hair obviously, because if I want to put my hair in a ponytail, it comes out the ponytail unless I hairspray it. So yeah, but I definitely say a bob was definitely one of the worst haircuts I've ever had. It just did not suit me at all. Okay, question 7 is, what is the spiciest food I've ever eaten? I don't really like spicy foods, so I've not really had like a food that I guess is spicy. I've tried if you guys remember, well back in my channel, I did a thing where I was trying a bunch of American snacks, and I tried Takis and hot Cheetos. For me, I know a lot of American people are going to look at this and be like, what the? They are not hot at all. That's just as far as I've gotten, because I'm not a fan of spicy foods, and I'm not willing to go to a restaurant or whatever and order something spicy just to not like it and then waste money. So I'd probably say those would be the hottest things I have tried. By the way, the hot Cheetos, I don't know if maybe the UK had damaged them or whatever, but that, like, who likes spicy cheese? Like, that's just weird in my opinion. I'm like, why would I want to eat spicy cheese? Question number 10. After this one, there'll be 10 more? Yeah, I think. I can't do maths. If you could have dinner with any living person, who would it be and why? I would love to have dinner with Ariana Grande, honestly. I'd tell her everything. Like, I'd open up, that I would have such good conversations. I'd just tell her about my life. I'd tell her about how amazing she is and how much of an inspiration she is. And oh my god, I'd love to, but then there'd be also the side that I'd worry. I'd stutter and I'd stress, and then I wouldn't get all my words out and I'd miss the opportunity, or I'd be too much of a chicken to even go and talk to her. But if those weren't part of the case, I definitely feel like I would love to have dinner with Ariana Grande. Who else? Yeah, I'd probably say Ariana Grande. Okay, question number 11 says, what's your dream vacation destination? My dream place to go and visit, well, hopefully for when I turn 21, I'm hoping to go to Paris. I love France, love Paris, love the aesthetics of it. And the last time I went, I actually went abroad. The very first time I ever went abroad, I went on my own. No family, so not my mum, not my dad, not my siblings. Like, I went on my own, and it was good because it like gave me some experience, like being in a whole completely different country from my family. But I didn't really get to see a lot of the scenery, which was really, really annoying, because we were on tight schedules, so I wasn't able to go and do the things that I wanted to do. I literally wasn't even allowed to stand for like a few seconds to take a picture of the location. So I would really like to go back to Paris and actually get to experience the whole Paris, get to experience everything there is to experience there. I'd love to go to Hawaii and all these tropical countries. I just worry about my skin because I burn really badly, so I'd probably then have to bring sunscreen if I'd be allowed. I don't know. Again, I went abroad on a boat. I didn't go abroad on an aeroplane, so I don't know what airplanes allow in your bag and what they don't. So obviously I have to do all like research and stuff before I even plan a trip. So yeah, I'd probably say I'd really like to go back to France. I'd probably like to go to Hawaii, Bora Bora, Spain, and if I'm to not get, I'd like to see America. So yeah. Question number 12. What's your favourite way to spend the weekend? My weekends are quite busy because I have to work. On my Sundays, it's quite of like a lazy day for me. Like, I'm kind of like just ambling around, no makeup. I'm wearing baggy clothes, because I think because I work really hard on the Saturday, like I'm doing a lot when I go to work. I'm putting in the hard work. On the Sunday, my body's like, sweetheart, you've done so much, you need a rest. So I'd say like my Sundays, unless I'm going out, my Sundays then usually consist of me resting. Okay, question number 13 is, what is the chemical element with the symbol Fe? I don't know, like I know, I failed science. It's got in brackets iron. So is it giving me the answer? Can I cheat and Google? Can I cheat and Google what it is? Because I don't know. I failed science. Fe. I'm gonna say something really stupid, but the only like thing on the periodic table, the only word that's coming to my head is sodium. But I don't think sodium is Fe. I have a feeling it's something but I could be completely wrong. I failed science. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not supposed to be a scientist. Question number 14. It's asking me questions I won't understand. What is the process by which plants convert sunlight to energy? Photosynthesis. Ain't it like when plants get sunlight, it's like vitamin D and stuff. Like for us, when we go out in the sun, we get vitamin D, and I think that helps like health or whatever. So I don't know if that's the same case for plants. I think it might be their version of, or is water their version of oxygen for us? I'm gonna say it's plants' version of vitamin D, because I don't know. As I said about 3 times, I failed science. Like, I failed science. How am I supposed to know this shit? Okay. Question number 15. Whatever. 15 says, who discovered the Earth's Who discovered that the Earth revolves around the sun? I didn't even know it did that. I think that makes me look stupid. That's because I am. I'm telling you, I failed physics. I failed chemistry. I failed everything to do with science. I failed. So get off my back. I don't know. Because it can. Don't it, like, when they spin and shit? Because obviously the Earth is spinning. It's spinning round and round. Don't it, like... Don't the Earth, like, spin around the sun? Do you know what I mean? Like it goes, woo, like all the other planets do. They all circle the sun, right? Yeah, because I've seen pictures and the sun is like that giant burning hot thing. Yeah, I'm right. Spins around the sun. That's how. Here it could be daytime. I think in America it may be early daytime, and in Australia it's nighttime. So 3 different settings. Question 16 says, what is the scientific theory that explains the origin of the universe? I don't know. I swear these questions are trying to test me. They are trying to test my limits. Because I don't know the answer to it. That's the problem. So I'm skipping that question because I don't know. Question 17 says, what's something you never thought you'd be able to do until you actually did it? I guess it really depends. I didn't know that I can get my foot all the way up to my stomach. And I'm a tall bitch. So I didn't know I could do that. Like, I'm being generally serious. I didn't know that I could get my foot to my stomach. But I can. And I'm not a contortionist whatsoever. The more you know, I guess. Question 18 says, what do you wish you had more time to do? I would have liked more time to be, I don't know, more time to be a kid, but not really. I felt like 5 years ago it was around the time where I just finally had to grow up and do shit. So I'll probably say that. Question 19. If you could choose only one condiment to eat for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Probably salad cream, because I have that a lot. Question 20. If you were a ghost, how would you haunt people? I'd make them think they're seeing shit. I'd play mind games with them. I'd trick them a real one. I'd make them think they're seeing shit, they're believing shit. I'd play with them, I'd mess with them a real one. I'd be a vindictive bitch. For sure. Okay guys, that's all the 20 questions. I'm getting today's video here. Make sure you click that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Click that subscribe button to be part of the family, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a brand new YouTube video. On my social media description box below, you can follow me to also have YouTube when I'm not filming or editing a brand new YouTube video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one.